Okay, so these are the different types of scales that you're going to be looking at and trying to read this week. Okay, and I've got 3 different scales. They each show different types of intervals. Okay, so this one has got 25 here, 50 here, 75 here. This one 20, 40, 60, 80. And this one 250 grams, 500 grams, 750, 1 kilogram. So this is the one we kind of just looked at, wasn't it, with our different ingredients. So we've got 1 kilogram, a quarter, half, and 3/4 of a kilogram here. But I'm going to try and teach you now how to work out exactly what the arrow is pointing to if it's not on one of the numbers that it shows. Now, we've done this before when we looked at number lines and we had to think about the intervals. So that's what you need to work out. So you need to count how many lines there are. So we don't count this one because that's nothing. Okay, that's with nothing weighed in. But we need to count up until the first number we have. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 lines up to 25 grams. So I've drawn it here on a number line just to help you, and I've done my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. The other way you can do it is you take the number, now you know what it is, 25, and you would divide it by the amount of lines or intervals that you've got. So 25 divided by 5 is, I hope you're all shouting at the screen now, it's 5 grams, isn't it? Okay, so this scale here is going up in 5s. So I know that my first one will be 5. And then using my times table, obviously the next one will be 10, 15, and 20. And obviously they would all have grams normally at the bottom. So what is the scale? What is this scale worth then? If it's on the 4th one, it would be 20 grams. Yeah, 20 grams. So now that we've worked out that this is in 5s, I'm going to draw on another 2 arrows, one in blue and one in black, and I would like you to try and work out now what they're worth. So hit pause, give yourself some time, and then hit play when you're ready. Okay, so the blue one, we know that's 25 grams, so we don't have to start again, we don't have to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 all the way around. We can just start from the 25. So it'd be 25, 30, 35, 40 grams. I hope you were all shouting 40 grams at the screen for that one. Okay, and then we go to this black arrow here. And again, we don't need to start from the beginning because we know it's intervals of 5 now. So we'd start at the next number, go backwards, which is 50, 55, 60, 65 grams. Okay, so this one goes up in 5 grams. Now let's have a look at this scale. So again, I've drawn the number line for us. Okay, but again, we're going to do the same thing. We've got 1, 2 lines. Okay, and our first number is 20 grams. So all we're going to do is 20 divided by 2. Okay, which again, it's your 2 times table, so I'm hoping you're all shouting at the computer, would be 10. So this one, we're going up in intervals of 10 grams. So we've only got 1 to fill in here, and that is obviously going to be 10. Oh, I forgot to put in the 0 there on my number line. Okay, so if this one goes up in 10 grams, what is the purple arrow pointing to? How much is it worth? This one's almost slightly easier. I'm hoping you'd have gone to this one and added 10 on, and you're all shouting at me that it's worth 130 grams. Okay, so again, now we know it goes up in 10s. I'm going to put 2 more arrows on for you. Pause it for me and then try and work it out, please. Okay, so again, we're going to go to the nearest one that we can see, which is 40 grams, plus 10 is 50 grams. And this black arrow here, you didn't actually have to work anything out, but I wanted to check you were reading the scales properly. It would be 100 grams. Okay, now this one is something actually most of you will probably have in your kitchens. These two are very small. You would unlikely to have one of these in your kitchens, but this one is far more likely. So again, we need to work out what our intervals are. So let's have a look. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts, haven't we? 5 parts of this first one. So whatever it is, we're going to be dividing it by 5. And it's 250 grams. So it'll be 250 divided by 5. And again, you know your 5 times table, so it's exactly the same. It's just your 50s, isn't it? So 25 divided by 5 would be 5, but it's 10 times bigger. So think about our place value. If it's 10 times bigger, it would actually be 50 grams. Okay, so this time we're going up in 50 gram intervals. So again, you're going to go find your nearest one, which is 500 plus 50 plus another 50. So that would be 600 grams. Once again, I'm going to put 2 more arrows on. I would like you to practice it and then come back and try and find the answer. So there's one. And there's your third one. So hit pause and then come back in a second. Okay, so again, here's our arrow. We're going to go backwards to our nearest interval, which is 250 grams. Plus 50 is 300. Plus 50 is 400. Plus 50 is 450. So that one should be 450 grams. And then our black arrow here, let's go backwards again. We've got 750 grams. Plus 50 is 800. Plus 50 is 850. Plus 50 is 900. Okay, so that would be 900 grams. And don't forget, you must put your unit of measurement in.